Let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy the new rules? You know, the Zane serve, the chainsaw serve, the drop serve. This is going to be a multi-part segment, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. October 28th is the final vote on rules changes. And if you watch my other segments, you know, I made a satire about all the rules being proposed to a sport that's decades old and the fastest growing sport in America. The rules that failed won't get voted on, you know, and it's very complicated. I really don't even know, but I assume fail means we're not going to vote on you. I assume pass means we're going to vote on you October 28th. And why do they make this so difficult? Who knows, you know? It looks like the Zane serve, or the chain serve as some like to call it, will be banned. However, there are some rules that received a pass or fail. And if it passes, obviously it's going to be voted on. If it fails, I'm assuming it won't. That's what I'm going for. But again, I have not seen if this even passed or failed. I've called several people and no one has said anything. Then I did some research, and it's the second one down from the top. It's spin on serves. It passed. It should say no spin on serves, because let me read this. At the start of the service motion, the ball must be held in the palm of the hand and released either by tossing the ball up from the palm or rotating the hand until the ball is released. If the server is unable to hold the ball in the palm, then the toss of the ball should be done with a minimum of spin applied to the ball. This rule passed. It will be voted on October 28th. Then the Zane serve or chain serve will be banned. So this rule was amended. Mark Napotovich wouldn't allow this video to go out because he is the fact checker. The IFP Rules Committee made an amendment. The server shall use only the non-paddle hand to release the ball to perform the serve. So basically, it's not the open palm rule. It sounds like you can put spin with one hand. So they amended the rule, and this brings up an extremely important point. Thank you, Shay Underwood, who did an awesome video. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube. He basically goes on to say the RPMs, the revolutions per minute, can be far greater with one hand than two. And then you have to think about, what are we making these rules for? And this brings me to my next point. This is Morgan Evans, and he makes pros look like toy soldiers. You know, people say, if you can't handle the spin, get out of the kitchen. This spin is crazy. It's 3 feet, and look at these pros. They can't handle it. They really can't. I've proven that this serve is actually more effective than the chain serve. In the Shay Underwood video, he proved that the revolutions per minute could actually be greater with one hand other than two. And this brings me to my next point. Who got to the rules committee? The open palm rule should have stayed. It should have stayed. I really like to watch pickleball points instead of people just missing balls. Look at that. She literally can't. These are pros. Look at this. They can't. They have no idea where the ball is going. And this happened in ping pong. I put it in my other videos. People can't see which way you're spinning it. It's an unfair advantage. And this happened in ping pong because if you can't see which way the person is spinning it, it's almost impossible to hit the ball. It really is. And it's gonna happen if we don't change this rule very quickly. Trust me. Rally point scoring died. Thank God. Thank God. And it failed completely, so I'm assuming they won't vote on it. Knowing the rules committee, who freaking knows? There's the IFP, the USAP. I won't add an A at the end because they changed the name. Because they change a lot of things. There was a rule proposed to start the game at 0-0-1. It failed. Thank God, because I call this the dementia rule. You're not really sure if you started the game, you know, you don't really know. But the serving team has such an advantage, so it has to be started at 0-0-2. Especially in a tournament when it's windy out, and it makes that decision whether you want to play with the wind or take the serve. I love that component about Pickleball. Now, Mike Foster has to worry. The no earbuds rule did pass, so it will be voted on. And I pray for Mike Foster every day because he loves his earbuds. He's in the near right-hand corner. He's not listening to them now, but he always plays with them, and he is an extremely great guy. Guys and ladies, I'm going to keep these segments coming. There's a lot more I have to touch upon, including the drop serve.